A gunman opened fire at a party near Seton Hall University in New Jersey early this morning. Sawyer County Sheriff's Department officials say that this arrest was not only important for the community and the department, but also for the victim. Today is expected to be the day the blowout well in the Gulf of Mexico is sealed off once and for all.
And Trevor, isn't this a game you spent all day playing in the newsroom?
Yeah, well, almost. It's almost like two games in one, Kevin. And in fact was the founder of the first Gay Pride Festival, a celebration of diversity in all its forms. Michelle, he led an incredible life that left his friends that knew him honored to be his friend, and then those who knew of him continually impressed. Judge Haney began his service to his country during World War II, where he stormed the beaches of Normandy as part of D-Day. He returned to Minnesota as a war hero, receiving a Silver and Bronze Star for his bravery during the war. He came to Duluth as a labor lawyer and soon was appointed as a judge to the 8th Circuit Court of Appeals. From the bench, he protected workers' rights, allowed female teachers to receive equal pay, and desegregated schools across the Midwest. After his retirement in 2006, Judge Haney continued to advocate for community improvements and social justice. Despite his passing, many believe his incredible legacy will live on.
He's an inspiration to everybody out there, and hopefully this isn't the end of Gerald Haney. You know, through his scholarships and through the people that know him, he will be remembered for a long, long time.
Bayfield resident Lori Schneider may look like an ordinary middle-aged woman, but she has done a few things that only a handful of people have accomplished.
I am in the process of completing the 7 summits, and what that means is I'm trying to climb the highest peak on each continent. I've finished 6 continents already, just got back from Antarctica.
While climbing mountains is a momentous task in itself, Lori's story is even more amazing because she has multiple sclerosis.
When I got diagnosed back 10 years ago, I panicked. I went into fear mode. I left my life. I ran away.
Lori isn't letting her disease keep her down. She is currently training for the climb of her life.
I'm on my way to complete the daddy of them all, Mount Everest in Nepal, Asia, at 29,035 feet.
Lori is constantly training for the big climb. Her workout routine includes hiking up a local ski hill while wearing a 50-pound backpack and traversing ladders while wearing her climbing gear. Only 10% of all the people that have successfully made it to the top of Everest have been women, so Lori is set to join an exclusive club. Lori says climbing has helped her regain her spirit, something that was lost when she was first diagnosed.
Through the mountain climbing, I've really taken back my life and taken back my power.
Lori doesn't climb mountains just for herself. She wants to empower other people.
Help people to realize that their life isn't over when they're diagnosed with something like MS.
Lori's friends and family are supportive of her mountain climbing adventures. Her longtime partner, Jim Ramsdell, is proud of her many accomplishments.
She's following through with her dream, and really she's someone to look up to for sure, with her message too of sharing with others to move beyond their limitation.
Lori departs for Nepal in just over 2 weeks and expects to stay there for over 2 months. In Bayfield, Trevor Roy, the Northlands News Center.
20 years ago, people were so much more closeted, and they were afraid to be out and about in the normal realm of society.
Alvin Berg owns the Flame nightclub, a bar that caters to the gay community. The Flame is a far cry from the dark, dank room of the Stonewall Inn, where more than 40 years ago the modern gay rights movement was born through a night of rioting. The Flame is an example of how far the gay rights movement has come in the Northland.
The amount of traffic that we have, and being so close to the street, and everybody knows we're a gay bar, and we get very little harassment here.
As a society, we have entered into an unprecedented era of acceptance and tolerance. Many gay rights supporters say a newer generation is driving this social revolution.
I think the younger generation is starting to be more accepting because what they see in the media, when they talk with their friends, they find out they have great friends.
Along with the younger generation, a new group of elected officials has also made the fight for gay rights a little easier.
I think Duluth is a city that is now more welcoming and more inclusive than it was even in the very recent past, and I think that strengthens our city.
But the fight for gay rights is far from over. Some still see homosexuality as an affront to God.
We're here just to preach the gospel, to love people. In fact, our sign actually does not say anything about homosexuality, but this is the way they have interpreted it and translated it. Now, we do oppose homosexuality because of what the Bible says.
There are many in the religious community who believe that homosexuality and religion are not mutually exclusive. In fact, several Northland churches welcome gay members.
This is a place they can come and they're not going to be discriminated against, and their sexual orientation is going to be just as accepted as other people's sexual orientation.
While the next generation of gay rights activists may not face the same issues as their forebears, many say they will keep on fighting for equality and hope for a better future.
I know that I'll live to see the day where people as a whole accept homosexuality.